Pinpoint Weather with meteorologist Rob Nucatola.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. We start on 24-hour temperature cast. Most of us are going to be back in the 70s early and climb through the 80s quickly and probably get into the low 90s and maybe stay there for a couple hours. Maybe a little warmer than 24-hour temperature cast wants to forecast, simply because I don't see as many showers in the mix today compared to what we had yesterday. I don't even think I see as many clouds in the mix today as what we had yesterday. Yesterday was a very active day on the radar. Right now, there's nothing going on the radar, and I think it's going to take a long while today for the showers to get going because the air in place here is now much drier. Yesterday we had all that extra moisture, and that's what generated all those showers. So wet in areas especially east and through much of South Georgia and sort of around the middle of our viewing area and down into parts of Liberty and Calhoun and Gulf and Bay counties. Lots of rain yesterday. Today I see very small chances for showers because we do have this drier air in place, and it's going to be here for just one day. And then when it leaves, we start to transition back to more typical late August, early September weather. And that means the afternoon scattered sea breeze type showers and storms should become a little bit more numerous. It's just 70 this morning in Thomasville. It's 72 in Valdosta. We're at 75 in Tallahassee. So a couple of spots trying to dip back into the upper 60s, which should start to become more common as we get into September. Most of the numbers around the region between 70 and 75, and that's really about where you expect them to be this time of the day, this time of the year. I think the breeze early today is going to be more east and northeast. That's where that drier air comes from. But look, I still see some spots like Blakely, like Bainbridge, where the visibility is down to just 1/2 mile. So be careful on the roads. You know, the vermin will be lurking. There is still some fog out there. Now, the best showers over the peninsula will try to get into this drier air. They'll get chewed up for a while, but eventually the air will moisten up, and then we can start to see the sea breeze type showers doing their thing. Higher pressure is going to assert itself again from the western Atlantic across the peninsula and into the eastern Gulf. That area of higher pressure is likely going to play a big role in what goes on with this piece of energy here in the tropics that is going to bring some pretty significant rain and some wind to Jamaica today. They're already issuing tropical storm warnings for Jamaica, and since they're doing that, it's not going to surprise me at all if we start calling this Ida pretty soon. And even if we don't, where this energy and moisture wants to go, it looks like it's headed for the Gulf and around that big area of higher pressure. So this should become a western Gulf issue maybe by the beginning of next week, but there's a lot of shoulds involved with this one, and we have to watch and see how things play out, especially considering it's not organized with a well-defined center just yet, so a lot of the extrapolations are still going to have big-time errors. Now, as far as this other one goes, it's also developing pretty quickly, and it likely could become a little something more organized soon, but usually the ones that start there stay out over the open waters of the Atlantic. And then that third one developing a little bit slower. We'll certainly keep our eyes on it. Going to get a little more breezy, and the seas are going to build across the Gulf, so small craft use caution. Those winds may be up over 20 knots. And let's go with high tides. First things first this morning, 70s with the sunrise at 7:11. This afternoon, I think we're going to get to the low 90s for top temperatures. Those rain chances stay pretty low, but they're not zero. Mid 70s tonight, and here comes that forecast where things will be contingent on what develops in the tropics. But after a warmer and drier day today, I think we've got more typical August weather starting tomorrow.